Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ma'am Sheila. And here now let's to discuss about managing conflict. So yes, right now, before we start, we would like to introduce our group. First, we have here. Hi everyone, my name is Joshua. My name is And right now, we will discuss first what is conflict. But before that, Melvin will show you some video of our recording. So, just an overview of the discussion.
Desisyon ng magnanakaw ay papasok sa isang establishmento at walang magpabokal ng bumuklat at kukuha ng mga bagay na nasa privado na lokal. Pero ang nangyari po sa akin, ako po ay nasa labas ng tindahan, hindi po ako pumasok, nakita ko lamang ang cellphone na ito sa ibabaw ng masimano at tubo ay ako kinuha. Hindi ko
Guys, iba yung tulong na chips ko, pakinggan nyo.
Siguro, hindi lang siguro yung sabihin naman ng tutukan. Kung wala.
Nakubabasa ko.
Yes. Listen and learn.
So, based from our video presentation, I'm going to collect ideas from each one of you. Based on the video, how can you define conflict based on what we've watched? Miscommunication.
Argument between two people or between yourself.
Mishandling of situation. Argument, correct.
This may involve one person or more. Like sometimes you will say
Very much correct. Pero hindi ka correct ang mga lahat. So what conflict? What is conflict? Conflict is the result of opposing thoughts, actions, or ideas disrupting the status quo. Conflict is seen in everyday life and is natural, often selfish, and sometimes productive phenomenon. Because it can lead to violence and war in certain situations. The word conflict often appears with a negative connotation. So what do you think, guys? So why do you think, guys, if conflict na word na ang nangyayari yung tao it's a negative thing?
May abuse or may like fighting each other.
And others yelling.
Contradicting points.
In this report, we will focus on the interpersonal conflict. So there are others with
Intrapersonal.
So in interpersonal conflict, it focuses on the between two people. So ang tinatawag natin na interpersonal conflict. The conflict is external to each person. Hence, the prefix and exists only between the two people. Interpersonal conflict can be seen anytime two people disagree on something. For an example of this is a group member. One of the group members wants to finish the project with the best quality. So he wants to take his time so that the results of the project will have the best quality. While the other member wants to finish the project faster. So with that, duhay nagkakamay na in different stand. So nagkakamay na nagkakabuti na in conflict. That's where conflict begins.
Right now, we will discuss what are the causes of conflict. Any one of you, I think every one of us already experienced what it felt like to have a conflict with other people, right? If you're family, I believe. But for me, in my case, I don't usually have a conflict with other people, but rather with my family. Because honestly, I'm an age high school ako, I try to avoid having a conflict with other people. But in my family, I often, even akong mama, akong papa, I often have conflict. And right now, we will discuss what are the causes of conflict. Kasi the other group discuss the causes of stress. Right now, we will discuss about the causes of conflict. First, what are the common causes of conflict? Why is it there is an argument or disagreement between the two individuals? First is we have different sets of value. As human as we are, we have our own principles, norms, beliefs, and those beliefs that we have the different values, it can cause or arise conflict. It is said that people hold different value systems. Their philosophies may diverge or their ethical value will lead them in different directions. Diba, your value is always been ang lumipal yung iba. It may be a taboo for them. And one of the example of this situation is, for example, hayong balay or community, okay lang pinangarong ka, pinang-ask something, but in other community or other family sa mga place, it's not normal. And that situation can cause conflict between two people. The next one is status. Status or the social rank of a person in a group is very important to many individuals when one's status is threatened. For example, threaten social rank. For example, ito nga or in a broader example is politics. Diba? Ikaw like aadang-adang ang pwesto. But when you see someone na madalaga and you felt threatened, nahihiya, ba hindi mag-down or makuha position. And despite you, like, even mo yan, din kilala, you feel, so hindi mo kita naiiyak, mag-iiba, at mag-aawa na diba, mag-iba din perspective ka in how you perceive the person. And it might cause conflict. And face saving becomes a powerful driving force as a person struggles to maintain a desired image. Conflict may arise between the defensive person and the person who presented a threat to status. Guys, always remember, ibihaskilahan, di ba? When you felt like your position is threatened or feeling mo, nasasapawan ka na, and it might create conflict. Because we're talking about interpersonal, meaning two individual. And the next is contrasting perception. As I see now, people perceive things differently as a result of their prior experiences and expectations. Since these perceptions are very real to the individuals, he may fail to see that others have contrasting perception. For example of this is, for example, na nagiging insensitive ka na or ito nga ito ay mo kahit importante, pero sa mga tao, very importante. So you, na feeling mo dito important, baka wari-wari ka lang. And ikaw liwat na, baka you were feel not disrespected, but rather you feel unheard or ito nga di mo ipapahalagahan. And that's where conflict arises. Not in mga arguments, not in ito nga, by yourself na, hindi ko gusto mo iniiyak. Nga, that starts where, ito pa lang ang mga scenario, that's where conflict start mabubuo. Diba? Without even talking or even if you're not having a conversation between the person, but if you felt like na feeling mo, an perception, an opinion is not being heard, that's where conflict starts to arises. And lack of trust is very important, especially in a relationship, right?
Yes.
When you felt like the person have trust to you, doubt ka na. And that's why conflict arises. That's why, guys, even your family, even your friendship, if you felt like that person would have trust on you, doubt ka. And when that doubts, mandadako na, mag-perform na, mag-create yan ka. And conflict, again, will arise. You see conflict, misunderstanding, or disagreement, or even if you're not even talking, it also is a conflict. Personality clashes. Guys, we have our own personality, right? As human as we are, malagit ang not really negative, but mga dili kaya-aya ka na we need to change or we need to improve or develop, right? And of course, if na-feel mo nga, dili ka mo, hindi ka personality out, that you're compatible, so palagay niyo, what will happen? Diba?
Conflict.
Oh, pero always sa mga, baka mo na nga, ay mag-misay na or babagayan na lang, diba? Yes. Especially, even here in classroom, right? Really maiwas actually. But, it is part of the process of us being a human, and conflict is not just about in negative, but right now we will talk more reasons and so, if not everyone thinks, feel, or acts alike, we are unique, right? We are unique, right, everyone?
Yes.
If you don't recognize that the person you work with has a different personality, then you're likely to get into more conflict. So always remember that you need to accept, like, ito yung istorya, maybe there are things na alike pa mo, but not entirely, na parehas na mo mag-isip, parehas na mo belief, values, or attitude. Last but not least, miscommunication between parties. Poor communication or lack of communication often goes the very salty negative way outcome, right? Especially in a relationship or even your family or even teachers, right? If you can convey your intention on a right if you want intention, you can convey it in a manner na iti mo ka-istorya ako ma-receive liwan, di ba? Para ito natawag na effective communication. It can be effective if ano gayahan, what you want to deliver, ako din na-receive ka.
Yes.
So if hindi mo ka-istorya, if the receiver can't receive, hindi mo can't comprehend or can't comprehend what ito talaga message, and it's not effective. And it will lead to a miscommunication and misunderstanding and conflict. But right now, not every conflict has to end with negative results. It can also serve as a driver for growth in the relationship between two persons. And when you view conflict and necessary factors in the development of you yourself, this can lead to growth and deepening of relationships. So it's up to you. We have our own way of accepting or embracing conflicts. But if you embrace conflict in a positive and a brighter side, then you will eventually conflict will help you develop or grow and be more bolder and be a better human being. And then, one of the positive effects of conflict is it allows for issues to surface. Meaning, hindi ako na iba nga, may mga issues na you think na okay na ibaon, nalibot na, pero deep inside, na ano lang diba? It's like a seed na madako, nga it will become a more issue in the near future.
Yes.
And conflict, it will help you talk about it with your partner, with your friends, and even your family. And raises awareness of both people's need. Kasi if you don't talk, as I said, if you don't talk about it, then nothing will happen.
Yes.
It will just really as time goes by. Always remember, it is always very important for you to talk about it with people.
Yes.
Right, Miss Cara?
Yes.
Allows emotion to be expressed. Think of conflict as you will be able to express your emotions.
Yes.
Guys, every one of us, as we are deserving to be heard.
Yes.
Whatever the situation is, it is our right as a human being to be heard.
Yes.
Despite na ano po yung negative, you deserve it. Because you as a human, kailangan
Voice it out.
Parang
Yes.
kailangan natin out. Kasi if you don't ikali mo, kain mo self, it will affect you as a human being, how you interact with other people.
Yes.
And next is, understand and accept the uniqueness and difference of other people. If you perceive conflict in a brighter side, it will help you understand and accept that people are not alike and people has their own uniqueness.
Yes.
I will elaborate it because I know that you have your idea on it. The next share the result of the parties to pursue problems. There are times conflict can strengthen or can deepen your evil relationship of sa tao since you will get to know more about the person. Especially if it's not just about the positive, but also the negative side of the person. Either you will continue with him or with her or the person family, or whether you will walk out in this relationship. The next is encourage dialogue and empowerment. So right now, all of us experience conflict, and we have styles, or how do we face this, or how do we respond to it. So as human as we are, we don't usually face it with always positive. There are times we nadalagan kita, ating dadaguan, or we're denying it. But right now here, our next reporter will discuss about conflict management.
Yes.
What is the process of the conflict? So we are now going to discuss the conflict management style. So before we go on that discussion, I have a short activity or game for you to play. This game is guess the ingredient. So the scenario is there is a birthday party, and the mother is cooking a red pasta. So the first ingredient that has been added was a sauce. So what is the next ingredient? Correct. So get your rice. Next ingredient.
Water. Garden.
Cheese.
It's pasta, no?
Tomato sauce.
Groundnut, okay, correct.
With lots of cheese.
Ano?
Tubig.
Tomato sauce, okay.
Cheese.
No. Cornmeal. Onion, no.
Happy Febinaro!
Okay, so let's proceed to the discussion. Okay, so conflict management styles is according to Dr. Ken Thomas and Dr. Rod Tillman, who developed what is popularly known as the Thomas Tillman conflict mode instrument to help people understand how they deal with conflict. So there are two dimensions of conflict in the Thomas Tillman conflict mode instrument, which is assertiveness and cooperativeness. So the assertiveness is the extent to which a person will try to satisfy his own needs or interests, while the cooperativeness is the extent to which a person will attempt to satisfy the other person's needs and interests. So in the assertive mode instrument, this is when the person is choosing their own, I don't know, pride or their own well-being than the other. While the cooperativeness is like they are submissive or in uunaliwat nila ang ibang tao kaysa sarili. Okay? So, in the modes of conflict, we have 5 modes in dealing with conflict. So, the first one is competing. Is an assertive and cooperative, an individual's interests are above all. Power and authority are often used to win against others. So, in competing, mas nangingibabaw iya ko an assertiveness, which is he or she is focusing on themselves rather than the others. So, I guess everyone is competitive, di ba? Which is maybe when it comes to praise, games, or anything in general, they have one. Then, but there are benefits and costs in competing. So sometimes the benefits in competing is you can comprehend with your own self. Ikaw, imo mismo, you will trust on yourself. You will be the one to make the decision. While the cost, bagat pa mentally drain ka, kaya imo man ang sarili, imugin, papairal.
Yes.
Then is accommodating. Is an assertive and cooperative. An individual is willing to neglect his or her interests or needs for the sake of the other person, yielding one's position and allowing the other to pursue his or her position at the other's expense. So, accommodating, mas ginto naliwat niyaan, ibang tao ay sa tiya sarili. So, in accommodating, mostly, ang paligid na tawin, this is where our profession na call where we accommodate the client, where we focus on their well-being first than ourselves. So in accommodating, there are benefits, which is you will give advices, and you can learn from that advices as well from them. However, the cost of accommodating, it can be emotionally or mentally draining.
Training.
Then we have accommodating. So accommodating and accommodating, they are taking or focusing in each assertiveness or cooperation, while avoiding what I mean in focus. So is uncertain or uncooperative, the individual factors stay out of the situation either by postponing a decision, taking a role and see position, or withdrawing completely until conditions are better. So in avoiding, I think this is where sometimes we do is on procrastination. Yeah, inaaway natin mag-study, this and that. So nagkakrami na lang. Or in terms we have with relationships,
Yes.
avoid
Yes,
the
anak,
access or the people that give us from. So in avoiding, there are benefits in happen in avoiding, which nakaka-benefit niya to tawagin
Please. Protect yourself.
what I call it niya benefits. So mostly cost travel, sorry. So the cost of avoiding, so you are costing your time, you're wasting your time and efforts and so on. Then is collaborating. So it's an assertive and cooperative. The individual seeks a mutually satisfying solution by understanding the needs and interests of the other person and expanding the resources rather than competing over them. Seeks a win-win solution. So in collaborating, in focusing on mga situation or the mode of instrument, which is assertiveness and cooperation, which the group or the party is helping each other. Then finally is the compromising. Is moderately assertive and moderately cooperative. Individual is neither here nor there. Prefers to split whatever is at stake in half to partly satisfy both parties just to get over the problem. So in a compromising mode, this apply independent modes, which is the collaborating, avoiding, um, uh, cooperation. So, na-apply niya ng moves in compromising. So, moderately lang niya kay dito tumatungan niya preference like ma-help niya pero mabuti lang niya help tapos mag-tukan lang niya mag-relax. So, then, let's go to negotiating through a personal conflict situations. So, negotiating a conflict situation is we have six to negotiate when we are dealing with conflicts. So, in terms of social work or with your personal life. So the first one is understand the nature of the conflict. So what is the cause of the conflict? Were your expectation met? So meaning the first one is like for example, may yung promise ni friend tapos wala niya ma-fulfill. So na-understand mo ang nature of conflict na wala niya i-fulfill and hindi mo ang iyang promise na imo. So next is acknowledge your feelings and emotions. So be aware of your feelings and express it in a constructive way. So as human beings, hindi naman talaga ito may iwasan yung conflict. And
Yes.
our feelings are valid when it comes to dealing with conflicts talaga. So, however, we need to express it in a constructive way. Hindi rin na magwawaldas na tayo or agitated. Then, be aware you have emotions, lagi nasusobra ka na or
Yes.
naging na. Then, examine your relationship with this person. How important the relationship of that person? Important ba iyakin mo? Or sa tingin mo, damunan niyo pinagdaanan niya? So, then clarify your intentions. So do you want to continue with this person? So, if there's a conflict, balik kita number 3. So, important ba person na mo? If yes, clarify your intention. If you want to continue with this person. Para ma-clarify with that person kung ano talaga ang iyong conflict. Then, if you wish to keep the relationship, have a talk with the person involved. So, express your feelings and ask them an explanation. So, if there's a conflict, like, of course, communication is the key. So, since you have clarified your intention with them, na mapili mo na hurt ka, offended ka, kuan, niya mo. So, you will express your feelings and what. Then, you will ask, explanation kung kaya ako niya na nabuhay. Then, grant request. Once the dialogue is accomplished to your and other person's mutual satisfaction, then grant a reconciliation. So, in this final stage, which we will grant request for forgiveness and or apology, then promise to move on. So, this is the reconciliation part where two individuals will have the conclusions in the conflict that they had. So it's either you will forgive or not, or you will forget. Okay, so I guess that's the end for my report.
And before we go to Josh Tampa's report, there is someone here in the class want to share about his experience. I guess so. Let's go on. Mr. Lemuel Hadlow.
So, back when I was in junior high, this is actually my first time talking about this. So, I had this friend, close friend, from grade 9 up until grade 10. So, ayun, we're very, like, best friend talaga. Tapos, there's this one time na all of a sudden, parang nakulang ako si Derek para po na So, yun. Para do, after final examination, asya do, wala lang PLC. And then, Derek para po na ano, ibuhat niya masama, sugad. So, it is really important to express your feelings because diba, ito kasi self-reflection, very good. Personally, very niya po, very niya, very good, enough. Diba, tayo, makakagawang palangin, makakag-overthink ka lang, where did I went wrong, kundi wala ko nagkakali. So, kailangan talaga ng explanation, diba? So, yun. What I siya, so give ko pala, give an energy and return. So that is why I told myself na if ever I find myself in that situation again, So move on na lang and then just let it go.
We have our own way of facing it. Pero, di ba?
So ayun, wari na kalimutan because we don't communicate anymore. So wari na. So we're strangers. So and for that competitiveness, okay, it is something that being viewed negatively. Actually, some kaulugan yung mga people na I encounter being label ako na competitive. But for us, being competitive is not something really bad, diba? Because I've actually run into this video on TikTok that said na
It's not bad to be competitive. It's the way na magiging competitive. So you're
no,
not nagiging bad.
Hindi na na-refer to that ako. I ran into this random video in TikTok that said na, di ba, being envious, we have a conflict with ourselves. You have inferiority within you. It is something, really envious, it is something that some people tend to deny. Okay, they are feeling inferior towards the other person, but we can actually turn being envious to something useful, being competitive, diba? Instead of constantly comparing yourself to other people, why you start to work on yourself and to be better than them, diba?
Actually, it helps us to be motivated. It's not always in a negative, but rather use
Yes.
it in a brighter and more useful way.
Correct.
And guys, it's okay to have a healthy competitive, but we must learn our limit, especially if we have like linear healthy and affect our well-being. So always be a reflect on yourself, like ask yourself always. Diba? So right now, as we continue our discussion, we have here Josh Tapos to discuss about the mutual conflict resolution. Again, thank you, Mr. Hadlock, for just sharing.
Hello, I'm Mabuhay Commander. Okay, we're about to finish our report and next to the last. Okay, so listen. The next part is the mutual conflict resolution. So in this part, we'll be talking about the reconstructive behavior and when should we seek help. Among here, inulit may mga anger issues.
Kuan affected pipi. Diri ko affected pipi. Kainis.
Oh my God.
Alam mo yan to?
Don't mind it During constructively with anger, conflict can result in anger. Anger is a normal human emotion ranging from annoyance to absolute rage. Each person's anger triggers are different. Some may get angry at first behavior, angers can be more serious, such as personal problems or a previous traumatic experience. So kada tao, each one of us gets angry, and it's normal, okay? Pero each one of us deals with anger differently. Diba? Malakas yung mga isip. Diba? Nag-isip, depende because of this past.
This time, I will be discussing the tips in dealing with problems. The first tip that I will be sharing is to acknowledge the problem. If someone comes to you with a dispute that seems trivial to you, remember it may not be trivial to them. Actively listen to help the other person feel heard, then decide what to do about the situation. In dealing with a problem, acknowledging the problem is a must. Why? When we are trying to solve our problem, it is necessary for us to understand first the situation. Let us avoid misunderstanding by acknowledging the problem. By doing that, it can enhance our understanding with the situation and help us focus more on how we can solve the problem. The next tip is keep emotions out of the discussion. Keep emotions out of the discussion. An angry outburst may end a conflict, but it's only temporary. Talk things out calmly and avoid having a dispute pop up again. Let us all remember that every time our emotions are all mixed up, emotions such as frustrations, anger, anxiety, it can cause us to cloud our judgment. It does not promote effective communication. Why? Because if we are holding too much anger and frustration and we decide to talk to other people while having that much of an emotion, it can cause it can cause us to say things that are below the belt, sometimes things that we do not mean, but because of our emotions are too high, we spit it, and that is a wrong decision when we are trying to solve a problem. The best thing to do is to compose ourselves, think critically about what we will say, and then sort it out or talk it out with the person that you're having a problem with in a calm manner. The third tip is gather the necessary information. You can't resolve a conflict unless you've investigated all sides of the problem. Take the time you need to understand all the necessary information. This way, you'll choose the basic conflict management style and find an optimal resolution. In dealing with a problem, it is important for us to gather the necessary information first. Having relevant, accurate, and sufficient informations can help us create a solution and resolve the problem in a more faster way. The last tip that I will be discussing is be decisive. Once you've discussed the dispute and evaluated the best approach, take action on the solution you've identified. Letting others in on your decision means letting them know how you care and are moving forward. After gathering necessary information and knowing all the sides of the problem, it is important to decide. Making a clear and timely decision is the best way to keep the process moving forward. Because if you are being indecisive while trying to create a solution for a problem, it can cause delays, missed opportunities, and also confusion. That is why it is important to be decisive as it helps us build momentum and clarity.